Hi, parents. I just want to talk to you about the standardized tests your children take during the school year and give you some understanding about what these results mean. First off, you're probably wondering why our child even has to take these standardized tests. And actually, there are many reasons for this. These tests help teachers, principals, and superintendents evaluate and make improvements throughout the school district. They are also used to evaluate and improve the individual school itself. These tests also identify children's academic strengths as well as identify areas where a child may need improvement. Now, I want to explain to you how to look at your child's test results. So I have a sample here of a student's individual diagnostic report. First off, when you get your student's standardized test report, like the one shown here in the example, it is helpful to see what your student was assessed on. You will see on the left of my example that the student was tested on basic phonetics, vocabulary, and comprehension, which are all basic parts of literacy. Something also important to keep in mind is that the scores are compared to one or more groups of students who have also taken the test. The three most popular ways of comparing scores include using Stanines, percentiles, or grade level equivalents. Stanine is short for Standard 9. The name comes from the fact that Stanine scores range from a low of 1 to a high of 9, 1 being very poor and 9 being very superior. Let's take a look at this sample. In this sample, you will see a local and national column. In each column, there is an S, which stands for Stanine score. The numbers here are represented 5 through 7. These numbers represent the Stanine score. In this particular example, the student performed at the same level as other local students who took the test, for example, in vocabulary, and slightly above compared to students across the nation who also took the test. There is usually a comparison with students in the same area and students in the nation. Now, let's look at the PR column. PR means percentile ranks. What are percentile ranks? It's a contrast to Stanines. Percentile ranks give you, as parents, a more detailed description of how your children will compare with other students who took the test by showing scores that range from 1 to 99 on a normal curve. For example, if the student scored in the 66th percentile on a test, that student achieved a score that is higher than 66% of the other students who took that test. So simply, if 1,000 students took the test, the students in the 66th percentile scored higher than 600 students. Now, let's look at the grade equivalent scores, which is in this column here. Grade equivalent scores are determined by giving a test that is developed for a particular grade to students in other grades. For instance, test designers establish grade equivalents for a 4th grade test by giving that same test to students who are in 6th and 2nd grades. Let's take a look at the sample. In the comprehension, you will notice a 4.4. This means 4th grade in the 4th month. This does not mean that the student is ready for 4th grade level reading, but rather it means that the test makers are estimating that the students who scored about the same as a 4th grader taking the same test would have scored in the 4th month of their 4th grade year. All scores on this report are above a 2.3, but do not indicate that the child should be placed at a higher grade level, but rather it indicates the student performed at an above grade level. I hope this helps in trying to interpret your child's test scores, and as always, please feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.